The computer was a beautiful object, something you want to look at and have in your home. And what if, instead of it being in the right hands, it was in everyone's hands?
It's an honor to talk to you and sit across from you. Big fan of your work.
Thank you very much.
And, of course, Steve Jobs, no exception to that. But you know what? People are talking about, oh, here we go, another Steve Jobs movie. I want to talk about what makes this one different than maybe some of the others.
This isn't an origin movie or an invention movie. It's not a biopic either. I thought that there was a better way in, a more theatrical way in, and a way in that would perhaps illuminate more of Steve Jobs than we're used to being exposed to. And that way is doing the movie in, the movie is only 3 scenes. Each of those scenes are in real time. Real time means that a half hour for you is the same as a half hour for the characters on the screen. And each of those scenes takes place in the minutes leading up to one of his product launches.
What do you think intrigues us the most about telling the story of Steve Jobs?
I think probably the myth. You know, there's so many stories about him, there's so much gossip and innuendo and kind of myth and truth about him out there, you know, the mix of stuff about that. And I think that's probably because of the influence he's had on our lives. He revolutionised about half a dozen industries, but obviously the thing we feel most is the tactile thing of the phone, I guess, that he's given us.
You know, Steve Jobs is such an iconic figure. You know, everybody seems to know so much about him, reading books and articles, and of course we have video of him. But was there any pressure for you to make sure, you know, working with such an iconic figure?
No, I kind of like, you can get worried about stuff like that, but it isn't a biopic. It's not, it's a very, very brilliant way of approaching an impossible subject, which is a super famous man about whom everybody has very, very divided opinions. You know, his achievements are extraordinary, but it's also the cost to other people that was involved in those achievements is, you know, so you see the good stuff and the bad stuff as well.